Yo, what it do, YouTube? This is Rashawn. I'm the creator of Crystal Ball Picks, and today I'm gonna give you my 5 cents on some hot topics from the world of sports from the past week. So let's get started. Let me start off with last night's soccer or football match, however your preference is. I don't want to offend anybody, but whatever case may be, watching the U.S. team last night against Paraguay, man, that was impressive. Impressive. Now, I'm not a big soccer fan. I can't tell you all the ins and outs and players and all that good stuff. I'm just a fan. I watch it casually here and there. But just watching them on the team, it's like Paraguay didn't belong on the same field as the USA. They probably should have had two or three more goals. What's the dude's name? Balogun, I think that was his name. He scored 2 goals. He could have had a couple more. It was impressive. From top to bottom, great team effort. I'm curious to see what they do with the next game against, I think it's Australia they got next. So we're going to see what they're going to do. But, man, that was very, very impressive. All right, after that, let's talk about NHL playoffs. So Vegas got game 3. No, they got game 3. Then the Hurricanes came back and won games 4 and 5, and now they're on the verge of getting the cup tomorrow night if they get the win back in Vegas. Just to me, it's been a great series back and forth with both teams. Great games. But just watching it from my eye, it's not like the Hurricanes have just been the better team overall. Just a little bit better than Vegas. Vegas has been tough though, veteran team. So they're hanging in there. But just seems to me that Carolina's been the better team. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they can close it out tomorrow night in Vegas, or if Vegas holds on and sends it to a winner take all game 7. Now I love a game 7, so I'm all for it. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Like I said, untrained eye, just looking at two teams on ice together. It seemed like Carolina's a little bit better. Especially what's my guy's name? Stahl, I think his name is, the captain for the Hurricanes. Man, he scores a goal every game. He always in the mix, getting something done. So yeah, they've been impressive. All right, now NBA. So Spurs got game 3 back in New York, and they had game 4 up 29 points, and just total collapse. Total collapse. How you let 29-point lead get away from you? How you let it get away from you? Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Wemby's showing up. He showed up pretty good in game 3. But game 4, they needed a bucket just to stem the tide, just to calm everything down. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And they keep shooting all these three-pointers. Bro, you too big. Get your behind down in the paint, on the block, get fouled, hit your free throws, make your shots, whatever case may be. But there's no reason to shoot all those threes. Yeah, in the first half they were going in, they were looking good, it was looking sweet. But nah, that ain't that. When it stopped falling, gotta get a bucket any kind of way you can. Gotta get a bucket any way you can, and they're just not doing that. That game should have been won. People want to make a lot of De'Aaron Fox from last play, going for the layup and not just holding the ball and getting fouled. Yep, I agree with that too. But it never should have got to that point. It never should have got to that point. That's on the Spurs. Now, they got game 6. They got game 5 tonight. Now, I think they're gonna bounce back. And get it, and then I think Knicks gonna get them in game 6. But I think they're gonna find a way just to get this win tonight. But man, it's gonna be tough. I think that's an emotional gut punch. They're a young team. Well, let's see how they respond. The other thing I want to talk about is NASCAR. I love NASCAR. Now, again, I watch it here and there. Most Sundays I watch a little bit of the race. And the last 2, Denny Hamlin going back to back from worst to first. That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. I don't think no one has. Worst to first 2 weeks in a row. That's crazy. And then the Kurt Busch tribute. That was cool. That was sweet. I like that. I like seeing that, all the love he's been getting. People been showing him. But just a reminder, though, you got to show this love when people are still alive. Don't wait till people pass on, and then you want to give them their flowers. No, give it to them while they're still here so they can receive them. I'm just saying. But, yeah, that was good from him. Lastly, a couple of double NBA stuff. I see Asia Wilson passed DeAndre Taurasi for the fastest ever to score. What was it? 6,000 points, I believe it was. Something like that. What was that? Yeah, 6,000 points. That was what it was. So That's impressive. Caitlin Clark hitting game winners. That looked good. Then last night was Toronto and Washington. I watched some of that one. Washington had the big lead, or had the lead, and then Toronto came back, and then Chick hit the game winner at the buzzer pretty much. Man, good game, good stuff, good stuff. I picked Toronto, so I'm sad to see it happen, but man, I love a good game. The other thing I want to talk about in WNBA is Olivia Miles. That girl's been balling, rookie of the year. I don't think nobody can catch her. I know it's early, the season, it's only what, a month or so in, but she's been very, very impressive. I don't know how you're gonna catch her for rookie of the year. She's been good. The Lynx have been a strong team, so yeah, man. Good stuff, good stuff. So anyways, that's just my 5 cents for the hot topics of the week. If I like the channel, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, the little plug, I got my my app that I promote, Crystal Ball Picks. It's a sports app, pick 'em app, but it's not gambling. I'm not trying to compete with FanDuel and all that. But it's just fun, get your friends together, get your group together, compete to see who can, pick the most winners. I got different survivor pools. I got confidence races. I got my daily challenge. If you can predict the exact score. So a lot of different things. Something for everyone. I got most all the sports. So stop by, check it out on the web, Apple and Google, all that stuff. So check it out. All right, that's it for the week. Have a good one. Peace.